Welcome to Hashtag Goals the Show. I am your host, Michelle Moses, and with me here today is Mary of Mikah Fashion. I am wearing the boho chic dress. Mary is wearing the boho chic dress as well with the Alexandra jacket, and we will be showing you a demo on the various ways you can wear these clothes later, so stay tuned. So the reason why we're not on the regular Hashtag Goals the Show set is because Mary was visiting Manhattan, so I came to visit her while she's here on business, and we don't want her to be late for any meetings. You can shop elegant Italian-made apparel and accessories at MikahFashion.com. So check out the line, it's so fun. I need to ask, where does the name Mikah come from? And am I pronouncing it right? It's
yes,
Mikah, okay.
yes. It's very funny because a lot of people read it mikveh.
Oh, really?
And it was like, should I use it, should I not? But Mikah stands for Mikah Fashion.
Okay.
And I felt very connected when the thought process came. And I didn't really care if it looked like something else. I'm in marketing,
right?
And I knew that this was going to be an issue, but I really felt that Hashem was guiding me in the process of this business, and I needed to always keep that in mind. Being in a creative field, I think that we always need to be reminded that this is not coming from us. We're just a vehicle of creativity. We don't create anew, but we are messengers and we just bring forth. That's all I'm doing.
Awesome, I love it. That's so great. I always wondered what it stood for, and I had a feeling, like the Mikah, but that's awesome. Yeah. Mystery solved. Can we talk about your accent for a minute?
Oh my God.
I love it. When I first spoke to Mary, I was like, oh my gosh, I sound like a valley girl. And you sound so exotic and worldly. So where are you from originally?
So I was born in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And I lived in Israel for 4 years. And I speak a bunch of languages. So it's a little bit of a mixed accent.
Right.
A lot of people try to guess. They ask me if I'm South American. Some people ask me if I'm Russian. I've been asked if I'm Greek.
Oh my goodness.
The funny thing is that I know I have an accent, but I don't hear it.
Really?
Yes. So when I listen to any recording, I'm completely mortified. Because I think like I speak like a total American, but then I realize that I don't at all.
I love it. You sound sounds so pretty. So which languages do you speak?
So I speak Portuguese, Spanish, Hebrew, fluent because I lived in Israel for 4 years, English, and I'm studying Italian because I have no choice. I have to speak when I'm there, so I break my teeth and I manage. I'm already managing. I'm not great, but I'm getting there.
Can you say something in Italian?
Please, no.
I tried.
Those type of questions, you need to give me ahead of time so I can practice.
I'm like getting so excited, like, oh, Italian. I actually studied Italian for like a minute before I went to Italy, just so I could
converse.
Just say something, like how much does this cost? So that's all I know. I know quanto cuesta? Cuesta? I don't know Italian.
Because you were shopping.
Right. Obviously.
When I was doing the Duolingo app for learning languages, and it always says, mangia la mela, to eat the apple, and I'm like, I'm never eating an apple when I'm in Italy.
Right, when are we ever using that? I love the original concept behind Mikah Fashion, where you can wear one article of clothing in so many different ways. What inspired that idea? Was that the reason why you started this brand?
Yes, very much yes. I actually started with handbags. And the handbags that I was selling, some I was making, some they were private label, but that I was looking for them, they were convertibles. They were handbags that could be worn as backpacks. I don't believe that one person will wear every single way.
Right.
But I like to create fashion that each person will find the way that it's the best for them. Besides that, because of my business, I travel a lot. I don't like to carry a lot. I like to travel very, very light, and I realize that there is a real need for when you go away to have versatile pieces that you can wear in multiple ways, and that you don't need to carry so much, and you can have room in your luggage to buy something when you're abroad.
It's so true.
I take a skirt with me, so I wear it first as a dress, and then I wear it as a top. I
Right.
really do that. And it helps me in this way. I travel light, and then when I need to go to Shabbos somewhere else, I don't have the heavy suitcase,
Yeah.
and it's really helpful to me. But we are coming out with other styles that are more conventional as far as not being convertibles. Not everybody likes it or gets it.
Right.
So we're not going to be doing only one thing, but I definitely have a line of products that convert, and I would like to create a few more of those. We have a few other ideas that we're developing right now, and we'll see how that goes.
Sounds great. I can't wait. I want everything, so I'll be in touch with you. What inspires the styles of the clothing you create? Do you listen to feedback people give you? Is it a spur of the moment idea? Where does it come from?
A lot of the concepts I dreamt.
Oh,
and
wow.
It's crazy, but I don't think I sleep deeply. I don't know if I'm sleeping very deeply and I'm dreaming them, or I'm very light and thinking about the business. But I have a notepad next to my bed, and I literally see things. The jacket was something that I closed my eyes, I went to sleep, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I woke up my husband, and I told him, I need to tell you because I'm afraid I'm gonna forget. And he said, you have a pad next to your bed, just write it. Also look at magazines from a lot of Europe. I look at a lot of magazines from Milan shows, and just to get inspired, see what people are doing. But I think that ultimately I have to be true to myself.
Yeah.
Some pieces I do just because I love it. Some pieces I want to see what's current and do something similar, and obviously create a modest version of something that people love, they just can't wear it.
And is that your target audience, the modest wearer?
So yes and no. In a way, yeah, this is the market that I love and I understand. I live it. I'm part of it.
Right.
So I get it. You know, I also know what I want to see. So yeah, I want to create for this market. But I believe that modest fashion is not only for the Jewish market. I think that it's an elegant fashion.
As far as the clothes having multiple ways to wear them, how do you go about creating that? It's very technical. So do you create a sample first on your own and then figure it out? How's that process?
Okay, so I start with drawing, and then I go to Joann's fabric store and I buy some fabric, and I don't know how to sew. Don't tell anybody.
I'm actually surprised to hear that.
I don't know how to sew, and I use glue.
Oh,
I
no.
use fabric glue.
I won't tell anyone, just anyone who's watching. So fashion design was not a career you intended to get into initially. You are coming from a graphic design marketing background. So why fashion? Where did that come from?
I'm asking that every day. My niche was ethics and compliance. I was doing marketing for large pharmaceutical companies and teaching them how to work ethically is good for business.
Yeah.
This is what I was doing. I broke my ankle. Clients were in the between mergers and acquisitions, so it's always a downtime of work. And I said, I can't not do anything. I can't just wait it out. I love to work. I love to work.
Yeah.
And that's when I started doing the handbags. From there, I realized that handbags is a very difficult business because women want to wear brand name bags. I did the boho, was my first dress, and it sold very fast, my first very short production of 100 dresses. And I realized that maybe this is where I need to go. So I started doing fashion, but another secret that we're sharing is that I'm not a fashionista, you know, I'm not somebody who is always caring about clothing or putting myself together. It's not my personality. I'm a little bit of a farmer at heart. Yes, confession. Yeah, I want jeans overalls. That's what I want. And
acres of land.
And
fresh fruit.
And some goats.
Did you ever have a business disaster where something just went so wrong, like a shipment didn't come through or you got the wrong fabrics?
Yes.
What happened? Now spill the details.
Oh my God. We created a dress and they didn't put the button in the back and there was no way to go through the head.
Oh my gosh.
That's
a disaster.
That was a disaster.
Just going back for a second, I'm just thinking of this now because we're talking about how much we have in common, because creative people have a lot in common. I find that it's very hard for me to relinquish control when I do any work. Everyone tells me to hire interns. I like to do everything myself. Are you similar?
Not anymore.
Okay, so it takes work, right? I used to be
Yes.
much worse. I wanted to ask you what that's like doing the fashion line, and how do you learn to let go of that control?
I think that when you focus a lot, again, it's the Mikah thing.
Right,
It's not about me.
right.
The creativity is not about me. I'm just a vehicle. It's a job that I need to do. There is a higher purpose, and I have to think about the higher purpose. My biggest issue with the relinquishing this control is because I have very, very high standards for customer service. More than anything, I really don't care about credit. I'm not a
Right.
person that likes being in front of a camera. I've been asked to do fashion shows and walk on this stage. It's not my thing. It's
Right.
for me, this is something that it's painful. So it's not about that. It's about mainly the customer service. It's making sure that this is more about the graphic design business.
Yeah.
When I'm relating to my clients, to make sure that they're really happy from beginning to end. And when you start involving other people,
Yeah.
sometimes they don't produce in time, or they don't give enough options, or whatever it is. So that's very hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's very hard, but I think that spirituality helps.
I love those words of wisdom. Thank you. I know that your line of work requires you to travel a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If you could travel anywhere
Mm-hmm.
right now,
Mm-hmm.
where would you go?
Utah.
Really?
Yes. I want the weather to be a little bit, that's my dream. I don't need to go super far away. I am dying to go to the parks.
Cool.
But I love to walk, and I love to walk in nature.
Me too, yeah.
And I want to go to Utah.
Good to know. If anyone wants to send Mary off to
To
Utah,
Utah, yes.
now's your chance. Okay, can we please show everyone how cool these dresses are? All right, let's do it.
Sure.
So Mary is going to demonstrate the Alexandra jacket, so take it away.
Okay, so this is the jacket, worn long. It's the type of a jacket that you can put a belt. If you have a little bit of wind, you can put it over your head. Put a brooch here. You can, now obviously I'm bigger, I'm size 14, 16. What I call it roomy, you know, on the roomy side. So it doesn't wrap it, but I've used on models that they put this on, it looked like a real dress for them.
Right.
With the belt that they can
Yeah, I saw the
completely-
video, they're like wrapping it.
yeah. Obviously it's double-sided, so you can wear it on the gray side or on the black side. I'm telling you, this on a plane is perfection. I either do this kind of thing, or I do it the other way around. If you're a little bit colder, and I just do this type of thing, and I know that I have my clean jacket. Then if you fold it this way,
Oh, that's adorable.
and then you have a cape. I'm showing it on the gray side, so
I
because the
love
colors
it.
are dark. Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
And I think that anything that you add another layer, it kind of finishes the outfit. I'm in pocket mode. I think that this is the way that I wear the most, because I can hide my imperfections, my perfect imperfections. So I wear it like that, and I like to have pockets. Other way that you can do, and I think that this is the way that most girls wear. Personally, I don't tie it. But the girls
It looks
love.
good on you, I like it.
And you can tie it more to the side, but I love it to the side.
That's cute.
Yeah, isn't this
I
cute?
never do that. I should do that.
Yeah,
I
I
wear it home like this.
Then you can also tie it in the back. So what I did now is I put on a skirt under my dress, just because I want to show it how you wear this as a top, and this is something that I do when I'm in travel all the time. This dress, the bottom part is tighter, so you can lift it up, and I usually lift it just this much, and I wear it as a longer top.
It's awesome.
Isn't it? And everything that you did before, you can do
do all
it
the-
now as a top.
Very
And
cute.
it's almost like a little bit of a bubble top, but you can lift it even more and wear it as a shorter top. and this is what you have.
That's really cute. See that? Mikah is revolutionizing the way you pack and travel. To get 20% off your order on MikahFashion.com, enter coupon code GOALSTHESHOW20 at checkout. Enjoy! If you agree that Mary is #goals, then please like this video and subscribe for more #goals the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.